your future's calling, knocking down the door. John's got reps for days, he's bench pressing the moon. Derek's sticky justice, villains meet their doom. Terry's camera rolling, action never ends. Super Saiyan spirit, stronger with our friends. Bodybuilding giant, geeking out so hard. Every episode's a quest. We're the Nerd Guard. The Muscle Geeks podcast. John, Derek, and Terry. Fists up high, real loud and legendary. Nintendo dreams and dumbbell schemes. We're the champions of the nerd streams. From the arcade to the weight rack, we're the heroes. Fans unite, the squad's in flight. Power of the nerd herd, Sean and Brad. The Muscle Geeks podcast, John, Derek, and Terry. Fists up high, we're loud and legendary. Nintendo dreams and dumbbell schemes. We're the champions of the nerd stream. The Muscle Geeks podcast, John, Derek, and Terry. Fists up high, we're loud and legendary. Nintendo friends and dumbbell schemes. We're the champions of the nerd stream.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Muscle Geeks podcast. I'm John, joined by Derek
What
and
up?
Terry.
Hey, it's the Terry.
And we've got a stacked episode. Before we get into everything, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and jump in the chat because tonight's going to get chaotic fast. And tonight we've got a special guest joining us remotely. He's TikToker DC Green from @DCGreenHatesMovies. DC
He
Green,
hates 'em.
appreciate you coming on, my man.
Hey, what's up? First time listener, long time caller. Well, happy to be here. Thanks for the opportunity.
For anybody watching that might not know your content yet, tell everybody a little bit about what you do over there.
Yeah, I was wondering if it's okay if I just link my TikTok in the chat, and I have
yeah,
a video
sure.
as well that I think is a good kind of introduction to my content. So if that's cool, I just plug that.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, so
Please.
I started my TikTok content kind of in a fit of rage after I saw Predator Badlands because I hated that movie so much. And it was kind of I've hated a lot of movies in the days. There's a lot of them that we'll get to talk about a little later. But this was really kind of my moment where I was like, I'm going to embrace content creation because I'm just not seeing enough hate on the internet for this fucking movie. And so I just had to get in there. And actually, browsing other people's content was how I came across you guys because I saw John's out of the theater reaction. He was one of the only
Full of hate.
people I saw that didn't like it. And I was like, thank God there's sane people out there. God,
I think
everyone,
we have a lot of outrageous takes that are pretty similar.
I mean, I don't think it's an outrageous take at all. I think it's the right take. But
Yeah,
That movie sucks.
if you're really
Disney
interested
five,
on my
man.
deep
Yeah.
dive thoughts on it, you can go check my
Movie
channel. I
broke my
have
heart.
but dude, yeah, you want the predator to be the predator, and it
Yeah.
was like a Disney character.
Yeah, and we just had that awesome
It was the
movie that
Mandalorian.
came out before it. The Killer of Killers was so fun.
That was so great.
Yeah, so I was on a Predator high.
Just make another one of those.
Yeah, give me more.
Meadows.
All
I
right,
believe they
it's just-
are, and then they're gonna, and then I think they're gonna shutter it. I think John Trachtenberger is donezo.
Yeah, I think he's out.
I think he's out too. I've covered some of his post Badlands interviews and stuff, and it doesn't sound very optimistic.
No.
he's he's trying to cover his tracks, but I don't think it's not fooling me.
Yeah, dude, it doesn't sound good. Hey, Noah, I'm gonna go down on the man. Definitely make sure to go follow him. His TikTok, again, guys, is at DC Green Hates Movies, so check him out. And all right, boys, let's get into the top 3. So tonight's topic is top 3 most hated movies of all time. So not the worst movies, the movies people absolutely love to hate, the ones that start arguments instantly, movies that split fan bases, ruined franchises, or became internet punching bags. Chat, we need your list too, which is Milquetoast. So Derek, you want to kick us off?
What up, Milk Toast?
I'll start things off here. So, you ever like have to think for one of our topics and you kind of get like writer's block or you can't
Yeah.
like
I had it for this.
He was like, I hate a million movies and I can't think of a single one. And as I was
I had it a little for this too.
doing some choring today, I had some music playing as one does. 30 Seconds to Mars comes on. Jared
Ooh, I know
Leto
what you're
is
picking.
the singer of that band. And it dawned on me, I hate so many movies. There's so many I hate. And they're all because of Jared Leto. He's so bad. Stop giving him so many movies.
Mm-hmm.
I could sit here, I'm like, I could do a whole list of Jared Leto movies. What am I going to pick?
Sure.
Am I going to pick Morbius? Am I going to pick Tron Ares?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going with, this isn't all his fault, but I'm going with Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
His portrayal of the Joker enough ruins that movie. And it's not all his fault that movie's bad. There's a million reasons that movie's bad. But I'm linking this directly to my hate for Jared Leto movies. Dude, so bad.
Dude, Street Gangster, Joker, shitty CGI, a story that made no sense. Man, that movie,
it's the worst.
hot garbage.
Hot garbage.
Terrible. And that's
I'm an
even for
idea.
Jared Leto, that's bad. Like,
Bad Leto.
bad Leto.
Bad Leto.
And the thing is, I keep giving him a chance. I see a movie and like, you know what?
I know.
He's been around. He's
I
handsome.
know.
Let me check him out again. And he breaks my heart.
Dude, the next Joker, I mean, you're comparing it to the last Joker, which was Heath Ledger, which like wasn't that far out of like after this movie being like announced.
Right.
And then you see that, and it even looks worse because you just had Heath Ledger do it. What a bag of shit.
Yeah, terrible movie.
It just was like poor.
It's also the director's fault. Like the second they put a face tattoo on him and made
Yeah.
him that modern, weird,
Give him a grill.
gangster,
Yeah, man.
whatever that was, immediately it was like, oh, you're done. You just destroyed this.
Yeah.
Put him in the suit.
Damn,
Yeah.
We love him in the
damaged,
suit.
tattooed across the
Also
forehead.
allowed
Yeah.
Birds of Prey to happen. Like more from that universe. Poopy.
All of it.
Poopy butthole.
That was the beginning of the end.
Yeah, that was terrible. What a bad time to love comic books.
It was bad.
All right. Terry,
Yes.
your pick, baby.
For a hated movie?
Yeah.
It's the most hated movie. There is one most hated movie in all of fandom, and there is a right side of this argument, and there is a wrong side.
Oh, boy.
Star Wars fandom
pick.
was utterly destroyed when Episode 8 came out. It is my most hated movie because it destroyed a fandom. You wanted new fans, and you rejected your old fans in service of it. And now what do you have? No fans. Star Wars, you fucking suck because you released this movie. You divided us, you spat in our faces, and a lot of us didn't come back. No one. I don't think people are going to see Grogu and Mandalorian.
No.
I think you spat in our faces and you expect us to forgive you. We're not gonna until you disavow that sequel trilogy. That is your only shot at getting us back. Disavow it, admit you fucked up, and that you ruined a fan base. I
Hard agree.
hate Episode 8.
No, I had a plan,
All right.
rant planned tonight, but I'm not topping that.
That's a great rant. He's
Yeah.
not wrong.
DC, who do you got?
I got my rant pants on, so.
Well, I thought we were gonna do top 3, and Terry it sounds like he led with this first one, which also is my first one. So,
Boy.
so I guess we'll skip that. But
Well, no,
I-
it could
I
be
have a
yours.
cl-
You
I
can
have a-
talk about it too.
You can
man.
still talk about
Well,
it.
well, we can get to it because I have some other ones on here that I think are like unique enough, and I think people have forgotten about some of the movies that I'm going to mention, and or at least this one. And I just want to know like how crass am I allowed to be, because I have a very specific metaphor for this movie, and I think it's incredibly apt, and it's one of the wildest things you'll ever hear anybody say, but it's a little vulgar.
Hit us, babe. But
Yeah.
also, hey, what's up, Shannon? Make it a clip. I agree, Noah and Ethan. Make it a clip. With your
Okay,
joke.
so
Already clipped.
the movie, and I think everyone's forgotten about these movies, but the movie is Rebel Moon.
Yeah.
And Rebel Moon is such a unique disaster, and it's like it's like a doorway into Zach. Like it's very pretentious and it's very self-aggrandizing. And when I saw these, and not specifically the first ones that came out, but I went back and then when the R-rated director's cuts came out,
Yeah.
they were like 2 hours longer, I watched those as well. And after the first 20 minutes of the first one, I couldn't help but describe, like, I don't know if you guys have dogs or have been around dogs in your life, but I think we all maybe have had this experience where, like, you look at a dog and you catch the dog like licking its genitals. And you're like, all right, I'd probably do that if I didn't have these pesky lower ribs. So, you do you, dog. And then, 5 minutes goes by and you look at the dog again and the dog has like white stuff on its snout. And you're like, okay, you had to take it that far, didn't you? You just had to go there. I think Rebel Moon is the dog licking its own balls and coming on its face.
Okay.
Wow.
Hey, you
That
got,
bad, huh?
got a new DC
that
Green
is
fan over
how-
here.
That was creative. I love that.
Yeah, that is. There's no. I mean, watch the first 20 minutes of the R-rated director's cut, and you will just be like, I see it.
That's an
Zack
SAT
Snyder
insult.
just thinks he's spinning gold. He thinks that like what he's got is just the hottest fucking thing that's ever been captured on film, and it's so just it's so juvenile and basic, but he just thinks so highly of himself. And
Zack Snyder
those
just
movies have
loves
like
cool visuals.
I love Zack Snyder, but Rebel Moon, I skipped the theatricals, just knowing better, and then started but did not finish Rebel Moon. And I will,
Yeah,
because like even
they're
I could do
tough.
it in pieces. I could do it in chunks. But yeah, I got to a point where I was like, oh boy,
Yeah, I
my
wanted to like.
favorite guy.
I wanted to like that movie a lot. I gave it a solid chance. I tried to watch it like 3 different times though.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah, like you said, I had to break
They're
it up
brutal.
into pieces. It starts off so promising too. And you're like, all right, some cool Zack Snyder stuff's about to happen. It's gonna be shot really cool and be an epic
Yeah.
universe. And then he's right, it's full of itself. It's like it wants to be this franchise that it's not.
I want to support him. He's a bro. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I
yeah.
love him as a whole.
Yeah.
but not this poop
It's
movie.
like-
He
had
gave
such a
us Man of
strong-
Steel.
He had such a strong early start to his career with 300 and Watchmen. And
Yeah, he had Dawn of the
there
Dead too,
that's-
right?
Yeah.
yeah, that one's fun.
And I feel like he's just like lost his way, or he's gotten like too much clout, but man, when that extended starts with it's like 20 minutes of the villain like antagonizing this family,
yeah.
and it's just too much, man. It's like I recommend that everyone watch them because they are like it's like one of those things you have to see it once to see how bad movies can be.
Yeah,
But,
that movie's
I
terrible.
also don't recommend them at all.
And they put a ton of money into it too,
Yeah.
I think.
Milquetoast, do not recommend libraries to us. We are internet people. We are not learned men.
I learned to do
I'll
it.
read a book.
I
What
don't
am I,
know.
a nerd?
Yeah. No, you're not a nerd. You're a geek.
Thank you.
Yeah, muscle geek.
Yes, thank you.
All right.
All right, so there it goes.
Whoa!
Just got serious.
Muscle geeks after dark.
Hit the flex.
Wow.
Scott Steiner.
Don't have a stroke, kid.
I'll try not to. The rate I'm
All
going,
right.
am I right?
John, you're up, dude.
My pick is, I was a new fan of this anime. I heard something was coming out and that it was like a really fan-driven movie. The guy from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the guy that played, what is it, Pike? Ike? What is it?
Spike.
Spike? He's
Spike
a big
Ike or
he's a
Scott?
big fan of Dragon Ball, and he was in this movie as Piccolo.
oh,
Dragon Ball Evolution
Speaking of the
ruined
chosen one.
what a-
any opportunity to see a live-action Dragon Ball Z movie ever happen. They just went right back to animation. They're like, no way. This thing is atrocious. It had nothing to do with the story. It was so loosely based off of it. You have Goku fighting in a high school.
yeah, he's
so
played by that
dumb.
guy from Shameless.
Yeah, dude, they whitewashed Goku.
Yeah.
The only endearing thing about that movie was seeing Emily Rossum on screen as Bulma. I just think everything that she plays is great because I just like to look at her.
Take
That's
her on a
really
date.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, that movie's terrible for every reason. This is a masterclass in don't mess with the source material.
Yeah.
We love it for what it is. It's beloved and perfect and true. And you're just like, oh no, we'll get creative and make it bad.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm a sad teenager. Like Goku's the nicest dude in the world.
Like, how do we relate to these kids in this movie? They're already watching this. You don't need
the reason it's making it to the
yeah,
screen is
yeah,
that.
yeah. You don't have to change anything, but they did, and that's an example of why you shouldn't do that stuff.
No, dude.
Oh man,
All
that movie never even
I
crossed
agree.
my mind because I hate it so much. I like forgot. I brainwashed myself. I forgot it even existed till now.
Dude, that movie
Now I'm angry.
so bad.
I think that's a reliable pick. I feel like that makes a lot of people's lists.
Chat me, babe. Let's go through the chat.
Chat. Chat me, baby.
All righty. Keep going.
Whoa!
Does anyone in the chat have LinkedIn?
Connect with John.
Oh, I know that it's not Noah's fault that they're late. I blame Terry. No, you better get on the damn camera right now.
Milk toast. You're never wrong about anything, man. Nah, it's me and Terry fighting Mother Nature. That's all it ever is.
Scroll down. DC Greens, they don't make sleeves big enough for these guys. You're damn right, brother. John was showing off his bicep earlier. It's thicker than my torso.
Thanks, man. That's the nicest thing anyone said to me.
This song does have a strong beat. And to think that some people fear AI, amen? They do put the muscle in muscle. You like how I read that? Yeah. Keep going. Who doesn't like a story about a boy and his robot? Dial of Destiny. Woo. Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
My guy.
That was so bad.
789, you got him, Milk Toast. You knew they were coming. Andrew Coatsworth says, thank God for ribs.
Delicious ribs.
No, I think it's to prevent him
Or
from
how
Yeah, I know.
sad.
Oh,
But
I thought
also
they were just talking about
delicious.
you guys.
Someone called the censor board. And keep going. Blah, blah, blah. Good one, Shannon. 1978 Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. Was that on anybody's list?
No.
Oh, I
It's a
forgot that
good one.
existed.
That even went to like cartoons and everything,
Yeah,
right?
that was
Yeah,
like a
it had the
thing.
great theme song. Attack
Attack.
of the Killer Tomatoes.
All right, Derek, what do you got?
All right, for round two, I'm gonna start with one that's gonna make a lot of you mad,
Ooh.
and I'm really excited about it. We've had guests on our show that are really into this series, and I had to bite my tongue and be polite. But
Ooh.
I hate Halloween. I don't like it.
Wow.
I don't
Yeah.
like a single Halloween movie.
Wow.
Every time I watch one, I'm forcing myself to get through it because I know how beloved it is, and I love horror, and especially classic thrillers and slashers. I could not care less about Michael Myers. I don't care about his stupid mask.
Wow.
I don't care about how he walks so slow. Jason does it better. All right.
Wow.
Jason does
Hot take.
Jason does all of this way better. And I know I can already hear the argument, well, you don't understand pacing and you have ADHD and you can't pay attention to the movie or be patient. Yes, I can. I have all those things. They just don't do a good job at it. I'm not afraid of this guy. He's just a guy. And I get he's supernatural and he keeps coming back and he's very durable. He's boring. He's boring to me.
I think they walk the line of whether or not he's supernatural, though. There's like,
I've heard the
it went that he
theories,
wasn't, and then he was.
right,
And then he
and
wasn't.
there's like
I
a
think he-
ritual
no,
that happens.
Multiverse.
There's
He
like a
always
pagan
has
ritual
been.
that happens.
Well, there's that, but there's
Right.
also, yeah, he's the shape, and in that world, they make a mortal man that is that invulnerable, which is a problem, you know? Like, I liked the Halloween reboot quite a bit. That's awesome.
I had to get in on the shirtless.
Cut to him.
Nice.
Wow.
Whoa.
That's probably John.
No, I'm bigger than that.
I don't know.
I
man.
didn't want to
back
like
to
humiliate
the
you
three.
guys, so
Yeah,
I went with
keep
something pretty
first.
modest,
Yeah,
but
cut-
you know it's
cut to me real
representative
fast. Look.
behind the.
We're doing a comparison.
Like
Hold
I
Throw
on.
green in the, you got to throw green in the bottom.
I am.
That guy doesn't have enough nipples to be John.
Way bigger. Derek, please continue.
Anyway,
It was on me.
go ahead.
I'm sorry, Terry.
Go ahead, Tear Bear.
I was saying the supernatural in that movie is the only one that really, really bothered me because we've established that Michael Myers is super strong in that film, in that he crushes some people to death and chokes them out. Later, he blasts his arms through the door
Yeah.
and grabs Laurie Strode's head.
Mhm.
The lore of her power, of his power and strength established in that film says he should have been able to squeeze her head and explode it like a cantaloupe.
Yep.
You can't change powers within the same movie. Like you have to, if that's the established that he is superhuman strength, you cannot put Laurie in a position where he could squash her head like a grape.
Yep.
It bothers
I
me
agree.
still to this day.
That was
Otherwise,
my
I think it's
biggest
a great
gripe
movie.
about that movie. Other than that, I thought it was terrific.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I agree.
But Derek hates them all.
Yeah, I think that might be the one I watched where I was like, this isn't too bad. But as a whole, I don't get it. And I know you're all going to come for me. I don't care.
So you would say the Friday the 13th franchise is an overall better franchise than Halloween?
I think so.
Wow.
Yeah,
hot
very
take.
much. More creative kills, better villain, more. It's just better, stronger.
All right.
Malkovich.
Terry, what do you got?
Okay.
It's Malkovich.
It is Malkovich.
Yeah.
So there's these movies that have some famous people with the worst acting I've ever seen, the worst color grade I've ever seen, the worst special effects I've ever seen in a high budget film. And this is the Twilight series. This is
Okay.
a truly awful film. It is a bad movie. It looks like utter shit. It's acted like utter shit. The writing is utter shit. It is one of the worst things I've ever seen. But when they demonstrate like creature effects and this sparkle thing that these people do, it's like plugins that you would put in a basic editing software and push go. The VFX and CGI in this movie is so bad and makes zero sense why it would be so bad. It's a huge film, and now we have seen that everyone in that series can actually act, just not in that vehicle. It's just, it ruined cinema for a little while because that was the thing that all the weirdos jumped to right after Harry Potter. And we needed something way better because we lost a bunch of people in the great war of like being a nerd, and they went somewhere I cannot go. And it's because those films came out. You got too weird on us. We love geeky stuff. You can't go dorky stuff, and you chose dorky stuff. And it just kind of ruined movies for a little while.
Good
Do you
pick.
blame
Yeah.
do you blame them for the Hunger Games?
I do.
Nice.
I absolutely do, because it's that
I
order.
concur.
That's the next one that the people go to.
Yeah.
So now you got Twilight dorks
I like
thinking
the
they're
Hunger
still...
Games.
I don't have a
I
problem
thought
with
they were
it.
pretty fun.
I had a good time.
No. You come
I
from
didn't have a
Harry
problem with
Potter nerds who
I-
are correct.
I did
The
like.
great one.
You-
First one was great.
I had a nice time.
Nope. None of that's true.
I subscribed.
He said dorky. He said they made movies dorky, and I think the Hunger Games movies are pretty dorky.
Exactly.
you guys are
That's the
sexist.
jump. The
I think
jump.
you guys are sexist pigs.
Yeah.
No, I'm
A-
just
a
saying.
female lead.
Hey, man,
have a problem with
all
it.
the weirdo Twilight girls and guys jumped into Hunger Games fandom, and thus you reduced what was pretty geeky and good back with Harry Potter.
Do you put Maze Runner in this category?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's still going, gone. I missed them. Those poor Twilight kids.
With Percy Jackson.
We lost Vamp kids.
I'm just thinking of that
Man,
whole
Ti-
era.
It's a Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
I'm gonna make callback to these
Chronicles
movies
of
later,
Narnia?
Terry.
They
Or not
beat
Terry,
that
sorry,
into the
Derek.
ground.
Right. The first one was fine.
Yeah.
After that,
DC Green, what do you got?
For my number 2, so first of all, I just want to say shout out to my girl Kristen Stewart. I think that she's come out
Kristen
like
Stewart.
I mean, I think her career is kind of in a weird spot, but
Yeah.
I think she's a pretty good actress, and she's super cute in a really weird kind of way, which I dig. If you haven't seen the movie, which most people haven't, Crimes of the Future,
No.
God,
Google it.
never heard of
she's
it.
it's a weird David Cronenberg movie that came out a couple years ago, and God, she's so weird and mousy in it, but oh man, in the best way possible.
Would
But
you take her on a
anyways,
date?
I'd do more than take her on a date if
If
she
you
was even
well,
willing
if you had to
by
go on a date with her,
proximity
what
of-
would you go on a date with her? What would you do?
I don't know, bowling.
All right,
Okay.
that's speaks. You know,
Bowling's
but
all right,
please
you know.
please continue.
Only if you
Okay.
roll like that montage of them playing baseball in Twilight, though. You put some music on in the background. You imagine bowling with those guys? Sorry.
Okay, well,
Please
my
continue.
second pick will not come to a surprise of anyone that's familiar with my work, which is few, but it is Predator Badlands. This was
Go off.
this
King.
was this was my last Jedi of things that I cared about. Like I didn't really care too much about Star Wars when The Last Jedi came out. I've always liked the original trilogy. I kind of was a teenager when the prequels came out, and I've always found them like kind of lame. But when I was a young kid, we had the VHS trilogy of Star Wars and Indiana Jones, and I watched the Indiana Jones trilogy way more than Star Wars one. So I was always kind of like okay with Star Wars. So then when Force Awakens happened, I was pretty happy, and then when Last Jedi happened, I was just like, why the fuck? That. But then going into Predator, and the thing with Predator is the Predator franchise has been through its lumps. It's had some rough spots. And it's never really, amounted to anything close to what the first one is. And when they finally said that we're going to do a Predator protagonist, I was like, yes, this is the shot in the arm that this franchise needs. This is something that they haven't done, and it will be the thing that turns the tables and like puts this franchise back on the map and makes it one of the greatest properties that will ever spawn movies. And they gave us what they gave us. And I made a series about it called, what is it? Wasted Potential.
Oh,
and I have 5 things that I wanted in a Predator movie with a Predator protagonist, and they didn't give us 1 of 5, in my opinion. And those are iconic weapons, an elite Predator hunter. So we didn't get cool weapons, we got a laser sword. We didn't get an elite hunter, we got a runt. I wanted to see strategic hunting, like him stalking prey, observing, a long time before he gets into any kind of conflict. He just runs at everything with a sword. He's getting his weapons taken from him by vines. Just awful, shoddy warrior. I wanted worthy prey. I think the Calisk is so lame. For you could have made any alien and you made a big monkey that can regenerate. And it could have been anything. And that's what we got. So they failed at the creature design. And then I wanted
describe me.
I wanted the curtain to be pulled back on the Yautja lore a bit more, but not like totally demystify them, but like give us a little bit more that makes us respect like their warrior culture and everything like that. And instead they were like, nope, these guys suck. They're willing to kill their own children and for literally no reason. and I'm just like, what? Like, I like to think when people make movies, let's just say for the sake of argument that there's like 100 permutations of this movie that you could make. And Predator Badlands is not only in the bottom 10, it might be in the bottom 3. It might be in the bottom 2 of movies that they could have made with a Predator protagonist. And I think that's how I feel about like
this was just a movie of like a coming to age movie, and they just shoehorn Predators into it. Like, I'm going to leave the place and prove it to my dad that I'm good enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, you immediately know what's happening, and it sucks.
By the way, I wanted to see the brother Predator.
Yeah.
He was fucking awesome.
Yeah,
Let's see
more
what
of
he
him.
got.
Why?
Let's see how he got there.
Yeah, there was a lot of good bones, as Milquetoast would say, that this could have been good. Initially, the idea of it had me stoked.
Yeah, I was excited.
But the first trailer, I was like, I don't know. This guy looks like a scrawny loser. And then he was.
Dude, it's coming off what we talked about, the Predator, the animated one.
Yeah, Killer of Killers, which was perfect.
We had Alien Earth, so like they're in the same universe.
Yeah, we're riding a high.
Best friends that are like running it, and you're like, let's do it. And they totally took their pants down and they shit in the bed.
They soiled it, dude.
They shit in the bed.
In it.
They sold us out to
they
sell
cut the mattress up and they pooped
of bud
inside the mattress. But
that's
I'm gonna say my next one is just an entire universe. Ooh. Sony, you can make video games, but for the love of God, stop making live action movies.
Preach.
All of them, every single one, including Venom. I'm looking at you. Trash. Venom 1. Trash. Venom 2. Was there a third one?
Yeah.
I don't even remember because it was that
dumpster
trash.
fire. It was terrible.
Madam Web, the worst movie I might have ever seen.
Yep.
Craven. Stop it. All the potential in the world. You had a great actor performing in the role, and you just screwed that one up. And what is it? Morbius?
Morbius.
Yeah.
What do you think about Jared Leto?
I think Jared Leto needs to let go of his acting career.
Yeah.
He is so bad.
Yeah, go back in the desert.
Yeah. Just
He
go
didn't even
sing.
to run
You
in
have
a
a great
cult.
band. Go do that.
Skeletor. He gonna be
He's
Skeletor.
gonna be
There's
Skeletor.
And I'm not
nothing
watching it.
visible about him though.
Mhm.
His voice
Except
doesn't
his
sound like him.
stupid
That's it.
voice.
Anyone could
Of
literally
me,
play that.
Skeletor. I don't have lips.
But the
Like,
entire Sony
stupid.
live action, they got it right with animation, with Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse and all those. But for God's sake, first of all, what were you thinking that you're going to make a villain verse and call it the Spider? No, they didn't call it the Spider. But you're just going to have a universe of Spider-Man villains without Spider-Man being in there. Like, why do you have a Venom movie series at all when Venom falls in love with Spider-Man and that's how he makes the spider on his chest? Like, all these characters are in existence because of, like, they want to get at Spider-Man. They want to kill Spider-Man for the most part. And you just don't have that person there. It's
Yeah.
like having a Batman universe without Batman. Stupid. They're all the heroes only come about, like, you can make an argument that, like, villains only exist because they want to take down the hero. Like, the hero exists first. I don't know.
I think they come at the same time.
Yeah, they come together.
Yeah, always. Just like us on the Muscle Geeks.
After dark.
But all right, Derek, third one.
Don't clip that.
All right.
Don't
Oh,
clip that.
this is
not
tough because
gonna.
there's a lot of movies I hate, and I've got two in my wheelhouse right now that are very different.
Ooh.
Very, very different.
Deuce.
I'm gonna go with one that if my wife is watching, I would be scared. But this
No,
is one of her favorite movies, and I'm going with a Bob Spears directed 1997 comedy, Spice World.
Ooh.
Oh.
Wow.
I
That
know
was bad.
I just offended a whole generation, and my wife is gonna stab me in my sleep because she
My
loves that
wife.
movie, and she is Baby Spice, and I love her and adore her, and you're gorgeous and you're so smart. But
I was a
It's-
posh guy.
dude,
Real
you
big
are
on
a posh guy for sure. Here's your Spice.
The slutty one. What was her name? Ginger Spice? She
Ginger
later
Spice.
turned into porn? Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
the one.
Just got into politics.
That checks. Sorry I even asked. Anyway, I was just being.
You know what daddy likes.
I was just being
You
polite.
know what daddy likes.
Give me that.
Yeah.
motherfucker.
I'm like a-
I'm done with you.
I'm like
You're
a
outta here.
turmeric guy myself.
You're out of here.
Turmeric, my man.
But dude, I had a female cousin, same age as me, right? And
Yeah.
we were at her grandparents' house a lot, and every time we'd stay over there, she would get there before me, and she would get control of what's going in that damn VHS.
No.
And Spice World would be in there all the time after that came out. I'm a 7-year-old boy. I don't want to watch Spice World.
You shouldn't have to.
I want to watch Three Ninjas.
Yeah.
But no,
Or kickback.
both are great.
That's right.
But
American
but
class.
instead, I got Spice World, and I have to watch a shopping montage for an hour and a half, and I can't do it. It's just terrible. There's no direction to it. I don't think it's funny. I'm sorry, Angela, but I cannot understand that movie. It's just a migraine.
Happy Mother's Day, Angela.
Happy Mother's Day. Don't stab
Happy
me.
Mother's Day.
Yeah, it's bad.
Just take all the scissors out of the house.
Yeah, yeah, I'm in danger.
For sure.
I don't know. I mean, I would have like taken a nap. You know, I enjoy a nap. Don't you?
They're all
enjoy a nap?
cute.
Yeah, but
You
dude,
know?
if you only get like one chance at the movie, you're down to sleep over at grandma's house. You're like, all right, what's going to be the movie? Because my grandma worked at a movie store, so she'd bring stuff home too.
Oh, yeah.
And like, we'd be like having in on like an early cassette or like a video game she'd bring home that I could rent. And Spice World.
Dude, don't
That's
be
what I
mad
got
at
stuck
anyone
with.
else but your parents for bringing you over there later. Should have been one time. That
Oh,
you
I
had to
tell
go
them all
through that,
about
you
it.
Told your parents,
I-
and then they should have.
I tried.
Get you there
I've
first.
tried. My cries were unheard.
Man,
Was this during the VHS era? Because you
Oh,
missed
yeah.
an opportunity to like sabotage the VHS by changing the labels on it. And then so every time she
1997.
thinks she's
Oh, buddy,
putting in
I put
Spice
that in some
Girls.
Disney boxes, the big thick cassette book ones. I tried to
Yeah.
hide it. She'd get there early and she'd sniff them out.
Ooh.
She'd find
Oh,
it. She'd find that Spice.
Yeah,
World.
that's why you got to change the labels. And they'd be like, it's in. Let's just watch
Yeah.
DuckTales.
you
or
put it
whatever
in there. It says
Yeah.
Spice World, but it's
Yeah.
actually like Ninja Turtles.
Dude,
I'm
that'd
really
be
into
Yeah.
Ninja Turtles,
sick.
guys. Terry, what do you
Alright.
got?
Well,
Oh, the third Ninja Turtles. Bad.
Yeah.
That should have been on the list.
it wasn't at the time. We all liked it when we saw it. It is now, in retrospect, a bad movie.
Yeah.
TMNT3, but it is also the one I rented the most.
I can smell the stroke coming on you so bad.
No,
I can say it. I've
okay.
had one. All right.
So, you know when an independent movie just starts, making the rounds and people start reporting, oh, this is a wonderful, incredible film. It's harrowing. It's scary.
Oh, no.
AF. There is a movie that came out in the late 2000s that was one of these, and it was called Open Water. If you don't remember, Open Water was about two people who went scuba diving, and then the boat they were on left with a bunch of people, and so they were in open water. And the tagline and the theme for this was always, this is the new Jaws. This is as good as Jaws. This is terrifying, more scary than Jaws. Well, this is a 90-minute movie. In 80 minutes, there's no sharks and there's no other people. It's just two people getting cold in the water and trying to struggle to stay alive until the sharks come. This is not scary. This is an awful, awful film. And I don't think you even see the sharks. It's that bad. But the whole thing is these people are going to get devoured by sharks. And they do. But you don't see it. I think you just barely hear it. But this movie was touted as the next Jaws. How exciting, how funny, how thrilling, how scary is Jaws?
Oh yeah, a lot of great.
Because it had a
speeches.
huge cast and lots of sets and was the original blockbuster, one could say. And then they turn out this thing and they have the audacity to mention Jaws in the title. And this is in the 2000s. This is before the social media machine. And it was one of the most disappointing watches I've ever had. It was the first time I was like, marketing, fuck you. Like, you really wronged me here and I want my money back.
Wow.
Which one was this again?
It's called Open Water.
Open Water.
Water.
Yeah. Sorry, dude.
It's a
that
good
was
pick.
bad. There's a lot of bad shark movies.
There's one on Netflix that just came out a couple weeks ago.
Oh, is that
Wasn't terrible.
was
Wasn't
it called,
great.
like Thrashed?
Yeah.
Some Thrasher.
Give it a watch.
Okay.
Did you guys see the one with Captain Boomerang? I forget his name. Jai Courtney came out like last year. It wasn't super good. I wanted it to be better. It was about this guy that does shark tours, but he feeds the people that he takes to sharks. Like he captures like expats basically that are like on vacation, and he like takes all their passports and stuff like that so that people can't find them, and then he like, you know, dangles them over the water and feeds them to the sharks that he like takes them out to sea.
Sounds terrible.
Yeah, it could have been cool if the movie was actually set from like his POV, but instead it's set from the POV of like one of these girls that he captures, and it becomes kind of like a janky like heroine movie.
Man.
But it had a cool premise that had me like really interested, but it was a letdown.
That's wild, man. That sounds phenomenal. But what
Yeah.
movie do you hate?
Yeah. Tell us. What's your next movie?
Okay, well, because I
brother.
was going to do Last Jedi and Terry did that earlier, I'm going to do one of my honorable mentions. Actually, what was in my number 3 spot before I switched out for Rebel Moon, before I remembered that Rebel Moon exists. Because, you know, you're right, Derek. It's like when you get asked this question, you do get like stunned with like writer's block. You're
Yeah,
like, I hate so many movies. Like, which are the ones that I hate the most?
Yeah.
Which are the ones that hurt me the most? I will say that this movie like hurt me. It was definitely disappointing, and I think this is another movie that like people just forget about, and it exists, and it's really bad, and it's Tenet. And we're gonna be talking about Christopher Nolan's Odyssey later, and I just think this is a massive miss from Christopher Nolan. Like, I want to like this movie so bad, but it's totally incomprehensible, and I feel like the gimmick. I think we all saw that first trailer where he like kind of like reverse shoots the bullet out of the wall, and we all thought like, oh, cool, this is gonna be some high octane Christopher Nolan action movie where they do some kind of crazy bullet time. Maybe it'll be similar to like The Matrix or something like that in terms of like how the action sequences are set up, and it's a movie about like driving backwards and running backwards, and cars are crashing into each other in the opposite way.
I didn't have a fucking clue what happened in that movie.
Yeah,
I never
Dude,
have a
oh
goddamn
my, it's
clue.
totally, oh
It's
my
a
god,
really
and the
bad
I'm
bad
not
guy
smart
is
enough.
horrible. He's trying to take like deliveries from the future to make nukes, and then at the end, everyone's like running in reverse, but running at the same time, and buildings are like blowing up, but they're also like reconstructing. It's like a fucking acid trip, that movie. But you just don't get anything out of it.
Yeah,
and
that was- I had no idea.
I think that's one. Every now and then, and maybe someone here, maybe you want to try, but every now and then you meet someone that like wants to defend Tenet, and I mean that you can just get popcorn for just that in its own, because it's an impossible movie to defend. There's really nothing going on for it. It's slick, and the main character is like, you know, I think that's like Denzel Washington's son or something like that. And
Yeah,
he's
Isaiah
cool and stuff
Washington.
like that, admittedly, but man, it's just an awful watch. And Elizabeth Debicki is like super hot. I think she's like one of the hottest.
Google
actresses
it. Elizabeth Debicki.
Yeah, Elizabeth Debicki. She played one of the gold girls at the end of Guardians of the Galaxy 2. She was like the main gold queen lady.
Oh, she's Australian. Listen,
Yeah,
if we
if
got
you've seen
any,
Man
if
from Uncle.
we got any lady Aussies watching the podcast, my name's John. I own Philly Beans and Alpha Flight
Yeah,
Fitness.
she's
Love to take you out to dinner.
Will you
She's
Give me a
like
call.
6'6".
Soft serve.
Stop starting with dinner.
That
You
dinner.
are spending too much money.
What do you do? I don't drink.
They do, and you can have a mocktail
Oh well, now then it looks like I'm snobby. Like I'm better than them.
for having a mocktail.
'Cause I am.
Oh.
No, I'm kidding.
It's okay. You just shoot up in the bathroom. And
She's 6'3".
Just show them that you're on the
What a
same-
tall
yeah,
drink of
she-
water.
What? Give me a body picture, Noah.
She was also
Ridiculous.
she was also in Man from Uncle, which is very cool.
Images. Tall. Oh, she's
Oh, she's gonna be
interesting.
play Princess Di.
She already did.
She did.
The fuck? She was that lady? She was the gold lady? in
That makes
Princess
sense.
Di?
Yeah,
That she was a,
she's a gold
perfect
lady in Guardians of
species.
the Galaxy. Yeah, she's great.
Yeah, that's right up Terry's
And
alley.
she's good in the movie
Made
too.
of
But yeah,
gold.
that movie is just
Can you show
it
the
just has
people
so
what
much
we're
going
looking at
against
so it doesn't just look like three guys ogling, please?
Yeah, I'm just trying to find the right.
There's just
Get
two.
off the goddamn
Derek's not ogling.
Trying to find the right. There we go. This is the right photo.
Just clip.
Look at that.
She's like a 6, but if she talks, she's probably an 8. She's
Ew.
Australian.
Wow. 2 levels.
You get 2 levels for having an Australian accent.
It's like making love to a kangaroo.
I feel like if you're an automatic 10,
There's a
if
lot.
you
There's a
do
lot of
that stuff.
animal stuff tonight. All right, guys. I'll just get my last pick, and we'll get back on track here.
Sure.
First of all, speaking of hot chicks,
Yeah.
you have Holly Berry.
Oh, here we go.
You put her in a cat suit.
No.
You have an Academy Award-winning actress, a legend, in a cat suit, and that's the movie that you decided to run with. That movie, still to this day, I haven't been able to finish it. I
Mhm.
can't watch it, and I can't even like sometimes I want to be a completionist. I can't even for the life of me finish that movie because it's so bad.
Bad.
She's way overacting. Oh my god, the handsome guy's in it. What's the handsome fella? The Latin fella.
Oh, yeah, Benjamin Bratt.
Yeah, handsome as hell.
Handsome man.
So
We support handsome man here.
Yeah. Phenomenal for his work on. He was on like Law and Order for a while, wasn't he?
He's
Yeah.
good in everything, man.
Yeah, he's always good.
Very handsome man. But even with all this handsome and beauty all in one film, still a pile of crap.
Terrible movie. Is there even a plot to this movie? Is it just her walking around?
It's her doing
in
like
leather?
a lot of stopping and sudden movements.
Yeah, she's just doing like poster ads the whole time.
Yeah. Speaking of cats, how about that movie Cats? That was terrible too.
Catwoman was number one on my list. Like, Catwoman was number one on my list. I truly, truly hate that film. It's the only movie I've ever gotten up and walked out of because it was so bad. Structurally, it is a mess. The script is a mess. Nothing happens for any reason. She goes up against her boss because it's cool, but the boss didn't really do anything that wrong to begin this whole thing. They have a flashback to the Selena Kyle we all love of Michelle Pfeiffer, like right in the middle of it, and it's just like, get your goddamn disgusting camera off of a perfect film. You are not that. You will never be that. This is the stupidest movie I've ever seen. I am getting up and I am leaving. Also, she doesn't drink milk. The biggest problem with this is the biggest problem with everything. Go to the source material. Stay in the goddamn source material. That's what we're expecting. Enough with trying to expand it. Shut up and do your job and give us the thing we already love.
Well,
And they couldn't do it because Halle Berry was probably a producer and was like, no, I think she should do this. And then you run into hell, which is what happens on a lot of movies. You should never give actors any sort of power ever in producing or directing. Give the writer more power, not the actor.
Milk Toast going hard in the chat, responding.
yeah, Miltoast, second time you said about
Yeah,
Clayface
still can't
without
hear you,
Batman. It takes place in a universe where a Batman exists. It's just we haven't seen that Batman yet. Well, actually, we did in briefly in Creature Commandos.
Yep.
He popped up, but that movie's going to be great.
Yeah,
There's every reason in the world that movie will be phenomenal. It won't be lumped in with these other guys. But speaking of movies, you guys want to go into the trailers real fast?
Yeah, so I want to say my wife called me an a-hole.
It's a day after Mother's Day. You can't whatever she says. go.
Sorry, I love you, honey, but
What do you mean? Her day was yesterday.
I'm gonna have to watch
Uh,
Vice World this weekend.
You know they get a week. Moms do a lot.
Can I throw out an honorable mention real fast?
Yeah.
Sure.
Pulp Fiction.
Whoa.
Stop.
I don't like it.
What are you talking
I
about?
don't like it. I love Tarantino. And a good talking point for me forever was always saying that I'd never seen this movie. Somehow I just missed it. I finally checked it out like a year ago. I'm like, all right, I love his work. Let's watch this thing.
Dude,
I-
you got Travolta dancing. You
not
got a
that good.
burger joint.
It's not
You have
that good.
multiple scenes where they talk about the beauty of a burger. You have Uma Thurman, who, by the way, made reconfirm that I like girls. You know what I mean? In Batman and Robin. Holy crap!
Reconfirmed.
It's just a bunch of dumb conversation. I don't.
There
I would have been that Bane in that
was
movie.
always confirmed.
It's just a
I'm
bunch
just
of
gonna
dumb
say that
conversation.
someone that likes
don't
Alien
like it.
Earth would say
I
worst movies of all time conversation.
I can see your point, Derek. I actually think this is a better movie in order than in the disjunctive way that they present it. I think if you watch it, there's different cuts of it that are fun to watch, but I prefer the one that's kind of in order. But there are so many brilliant performances in it, so much great writing, but I'll agree, there's too much. It's too long. There's too much in that movie. It should be cut down, in my opinion.
Yeah,
And there's cocaine.
it just let me down. It let
are you
me
talking
down,
about?
man. I don't know. Maybe it's because I found this movie too
There's
late.
like weird bondage
in
sex
life.
guys
Maybe.
and stuff, dude.
I don't know,
This
man.
movie has everything.
I don't know. His works are so fantastic. And then I think maybe I watched it
Travolta's-
too late into it. Maybe if I had caught it at a younger age,
Maybe.
I would have liked it more before witnessing everything else he's done. I don't think it's really a good movie.
Wow.
Samuel L. Jackson, one of the best profanity
Yeah.
slingers out there.
I get it. If this gets clipped, I'm going to get crucified. But
gonna.
you know what? I don't care. It's not that good.
I
Get 'em,
don't like- I
TikTok.
don't like the Potbelly line. There's this whole thing where like Butch is
Fair.
chilling with that girl and she's talking about Potbelly and she, what's that Potbelly? And it's just like, this is a little silly. And I don't.
It is
enjoy this.
really random.
There's a lot of dumb
I'll give you that.
conversation in that movie. And not like
Yes, but the point is that we didn't have conversation movies back in 1994 when that came out. Like it was that and Clerks, literally.
yeah, I love
that
Clerks.
kinda
I love a
created
conversation
the idea
movie.
of the
but not this
conversation
one.
movie.
boring.
Not this conversation.
Clerks is boring.
See, I love Clerks.
Clerks is good.
Clerks is fantastic.
Clerks has
but
one of my favorite jokes ever.
here we are. Two
that
different
Randall makes.
conversations happening. The Star Wars rant
Yeah.
and Clerks,
Mm-hmm.
phenomenal.
But even better is my girlfriend sucked 37 dicks in a row.
Row? Yeah.
That's one of the best lines ever.
Yeah. Anyway, let's move it on, I guess.
All right, guys. So no, I'll go on to the prompter, please. So the trailer for Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey dropped last Tuesday, May 5th. So we had a few days to sit on it. Now that the hype's cooled a bit, did it actually hit? Does Nolan's style fit this story? Derek, what's your take?
Yeah.
Actually, we'll just go to the guest. I'm sorry. DC Green, what's your take?
You're the guest.
So I will say that I generally avoid trailers. I like, I generally know what movies I'm going to see. Sorry, my computer's also acting up a little bit, so things are kind of popping in and out here. But I kind of know what I'm going to go see, and so I just kind of avoid promotional material because I feel like it spoils a lot of stuff nowadays. And I saw some kind of like negative energy swirling around this last trailer drop, and I watched it and I was like, I think it looks fine. I can see that like it does look a little like dreary, but that's kind of like Christopher Nolan's thing.
Mhm.
But it does kind of make me think like, I don't know, Christopher Nolan has been on like a weird, I haven't really liked a lot of the stuff on the back half of his career. Like I think Dark Knight Rise, I don't even consider Dark Knight Rises like existing. When people talk about that Batman trilogy, I'm like, you mean the two movies, right? Because that third one Christopher Nolan just happened to die before he made that third movie. It was a fortunate tragedy.
Heath Ledger.
I don't know.
Heath died.
Mhm.
Oh, did we lose you? We may have. He said his
well,
computer was having some trouble.
Derek, want to pick it up? What do you think?
I'm excited for it. I do think some of the costume design is a little bold. Christopher Nolan's making people wearing Batman-esque armor and stuff, but it looks fun. And I think he can do this type of movie with this setting. And I think it's going to be shot beautifully. I think there's going to be a lot of good fights.
Yeah.
But, Matt Damon.
Did he say like dad?
Damon.
My dad?
Yeah.
Campia was talking about that was the big thing that bothered him from the trailer. Was
Yeah.
instead of like, you have this like epic film
Yeah.
and Matt Damon's like, yeah, my dad, as opposed to saying like my father.
No, I think Tom Holland.
Was Tom Holland?
Well, Tom Holland's
Yeah.
the kid.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I think he would have said dad.
Yeah.
Terry, what
it's
you
a little
think?
off.
The internet's wrong. This is one of the instances where the internet is flat out wrong. This looks great. It looks appropriate. It is the palette that Christopher Nolan always uses. If you were expecting something else, you're a fucking moron, because it looks exactly like all of his movies look, which is a style that I truly love. Shut up about the costumes, internet. You're wrong. It looks fine. Everything looks great. This is unnecessary, and I think this actually is people who are tired of Christopher Nolan always being great starting to mouth off and starting to like
Okay.
want to just be heard. But none of this is true. It looks great. You're only parroting stuff that you read that other people read, so now you think you have to say it. This is wrong. This is just this
Okay.
film is being improperly criticized, and anybody latching onto the criticism is insane. It's going to be great. The thing I am interested in is I want to see the gods and monsters. So we know that there's a Cyclops, and we saw the swirling thing. So that should also be a Kraken or a Leviathan or whatever the monster is that's down there that Odysseus has
Wasn't
to
there
fight.
a Medusa sighting real quick?
It's a statue. So I was thinking of that too. I'm wondering if the statue is her, because there's a head slice, because he does it with like a mirror and kind of does this reverse slice
Right.
in Greek mythology. But I actually hope she's not a statue person. I want to see a very, very high-end, well-done Medusa. I think that would be really, really cool.
I think
And
there's not a
get
lot of
ready-
those out there.
What's that?
There's not like a lot of good Medusa portrayals out there.
No, but once there is, get ready for Halloween. They will all be Medusas.
Sexy Medusas.
Goddamn right. Snake hair. I turn that into
A
stone.
lot of girls with
We
Medusa
know,
tattoos
with a
coming.
personality.
Look, if this movie's going to be good or bad, one thing about it is that it's going to be
pretty good.
That was not bad.
this movie's going to be epic, whether it's good or bad. It's going to be
It's the first
massive.
epic.
It's the first epic.
I think they shot it in IMAX, the entire film.
And
Uh,
I wonder if they'll do the Iliad after.
I hope.
Is it the other way? Is it the Iliad and the Odyssey, or is it the Odyssey and the Iliad?
It's the Iliad and the Odyssey.
Milquetoast?
DC Green said his computer's acting up. We'll be right back.
It's all right.
All right.
I agree with the Clash of the Titans. But yeah, this movie was they were starting to sell tickets a year in advance.
Yeah, this can be
Just
great.
on Christopher Nolan saying, I'm doing this movie.
Yeah.
I think a lot of Halloween, like you said, is coming out of this. Not just Medusas, but dudes dressed up as
Christopher Nolan.
soldiers.
Oh, yeah.
And Christopher, Christopher Nolan. Of course, that's what I was going to
Dude,
say.
let's honestly have a Christopher Nolan party, and everyone has
Yeah.
to show up in like the finest suit possible.
Absolutely.
With like the same
Like,
hair. We all got to get the
White
wig.
comb over.
I'm down. Let's do it.
I'll grow my hair out for that. I don't even know.
Come
what's
to our
under there.
Christopher Nolan party.
All right, yeah. So let's go into the next trailer.
Yep.
Let's do it.
All right, so the trailer for Evil Dead Burn dropped last Tuesday, and it looks gritty, violent, and the right in line. And I can't fucking read. Right in line with the Evil Dead chaos we expect. Terry,
Yeah.
now that you've had time with it, what's your take?
I love it. I think it looks great. I think they nailed the aesthetic of Evil Dead. I have been a little uneasy with using Evil Dead as like a concept and just like, okay, the Necronomicon will be involved, and I'm sorry, what are the undead in them?
The bad guys.
Yeah, what are they called?
Bad.
No. They got like a
The
demon.
Deadites.
I
They're called
forget.
the
Deadites.
Deadites.
Thank you.
Yeah, I
No.
like reusing the Deadites. I think it's cool that it's like a demon possessed zombie and not just a classic zombie. Like I like that there's brains, and I like that they're clever and they're interesting, and they are sadistic. That's the big thing, is they are totally sadistic. And that I love. And I like that if that's how we're going to start branding these, because I don't know if you saw the Evil Dead before this.
Yeah.
That was like made in New Zealand or whatever. That I was on the fence about, but then when I watched it, I was like, no, you are respecting the lore, and it does make sense that other people would experience this Necronomicon and not have somebody like an Ash to bail them out. However, my favorite parts of Evil Dead are the hero, are Ash, are when he triumphs over this stuff. And a lot of these movies, they barely make it. Like, there's no action part of it. Like Evil Dead 2 I love because it's a horror action comedy.
Yeah.
Like, that's a really hard needle to thread. But it did it. So I'm looking for that a little bit in each of these. So I would like to see some sort of super warrior type thing or something that's just a little silly, because right now we're way in on pure horror and gore, but pure horror and gore is not what makes Evil Dead 2 work. It's that it also is a little comic booky and it also is funny. So I would like to see it start taking those, but as a whole, I think I'm going to get behind this as we're talking about like the new, like reimagined Evil Dead Forward, which is 3 films, including this one. I think it's going to be just as good as those.
Okay.
But I don't think yeah, and I'm excited. And that trailer's gory as hell. Looks great. It was kind of refreshing.
Yeah, it looks nice. As a whole, the Evil Dead franchise isn't my favorite thing, but I also don't dislike it. I just don't ever get too excited when I see it pop up. But I get why people love it. And the recent ones, the way they're shot, I think, is beautiful. Steal one of your words, the palette they use is perfect for this genre of horror with the blood and the guts. But the evil demons that possess are truly like sadistic and out to hurt you and make it personal and torture you. And that's something that I really like about these series is the way they show demons. In most horror stuff, the demon is evil, sure, but mostly he's just kind of like an asshole that throws some insults at you and then just mysteriously kills you or possesses someone. And this, they're like, we know who you are. And like they like use whatever they can find out about you against you as a demon would. And so they like make it personal and really, really feels like you're on edge the whole time.
You know what it is they use exorcism rules, like from The Exorcism, where it talks to you, it knows you.
That's what
it's
I mean.
Trying
Yeah.
to be different. Whereas you're right. When you said that, I was like, you know what? You're totally right. I cannot name another possession or demon movie where it's not just it speaks like at the very end with a voice like I'm not letting her go or something like that.
Right.
Or it's like whispers and it's just like barely there, or they don't show it at all. And it's all just acted. Yeah, that's a great point. This is the best kind of possession.
Yeah.
This is the best kind of possession, and I wish it was used more.
Yeah, the
Because,
demon
like,
is an
they're really
actual
hurting 'em.
bad person in this movie. Like
Yeah.
he doesn't just show up and speak some lines at the end or some weird whispery things.
Yeah, and
He's
it's not
there
biblical,
and he
it's
hates
like-
you and he's gonna ruin your life. he's
And
letting you
your
know
mother
about it.
sucks cocks in hell.
Exactly.
Hey, DC Green, are you back?
No. Yeah.
Hey, so to catch you up,
The Evil Dead.
yes, sir. Any thoughts?
Yeah, I want to say that I was listening while I was having technical difficulties, and I wanted to agree with Terry about the Nolan, the Odyssey thing. That I do think that people are overreacting, but as I was kind of saying before I faded out, I can see why people would be weary because I think the back half of Nolan's career has been way more spotty than the front half, with things like Memento and The Dark Knight and Inception. You know, I think he was on a hot streak for a while, and he's kind of been in my, you know, if you don't like Interstellar, then like his back half is like pretty crazy in terms of quality. But anyways,
Did you like
the
Oppenheimer?
evil, I haven't seen it because I just
Oppenheimer
I was-
I held off on it too. It's incredible. It is a perfect movie. It's a perfect movie. Performed well,
I
deserved
don't-
all the accolades. So watch that one.
yeah, I just haven't really been in. I don't have anything against it. I just have never really found myself lately in a mood where I'm like, I want to watch a 3-hour movie where like people are mostly talking about the atomic bomb.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
hard.
I'm
but
sure-
it's amazing.
It was amazing.
Yeah, I'm sure that if somebody was going to make it and that person was Christopher Nolan, that the end product would be good. And most people say it's good, and I trust the general consensus. I just haven't. So I did. I think I said that I didn't see it when I was going off on that, so I don't have any compliments on it. But the movies prior to that, I think, are all, Tenet is bad, Dunkirk is fine, and then like Interstellar, Dark Knight Rises are like holy fuck. So, but Evil Dead. So as I mentioned before, I don't really watch trailers, so I was actually happy that I got asked to watch this because I thought it was really funny and stupid. First of all, when that lady walks through the door and the fucking car seat head is like through her neck, I'm like, what happened? I was like,
Yeah.
did Lee Harvey Oswald shoot that thing into the car from across the grassy knoll? Because
Back and to the
how,
left.
How do you? Yeah, it had to bounce inside the fucking cabin for it to go in your neck. I don't think you could do a million car crash simulations and ever have the headrest go through someone's neck. So I was like, okay, this is just like so over the top and silly already that it's kind of funny. And then the rest of the trailer is just kind of like what you would expect from Evil Dead, just kind of like over the top gory stuff. And then at the very end, she pushes the guy on top of the dishwasher and he gets stabbed by all the knives. And I was like, dude, who puts the knives blade up?
I do.
Like,
That's how you get them clean.
I don't do it that way.
You don't want the
I
blade.
just don't put a
want the
sharp
blade-
knife in the dishwasher.
You go knife down, blade down.
No,
Yeah,
you go
knife
blade
always,
up.
Put 'em blade-
knife
yeah,
always
I know.
You know how
down.
dirty? Do you know how dirty
Yeah.
the bottom of the dishwasher is? It's filthy.
What is happening?
That's
You should
absolutely
be
filthy.
hand washing your knives, the sharp ones at least. You don't want them to go dull and sit in the dishwasher and then sit wet and lose their sharpness.
What am I just putting it like running the dishwasher and never like drying them and putting them in the drawer neatly?
You do it immediately? Do you like,
Yes.
as soon as the dishwasher dings?
It's how I spend my Sunday.
Yeah.
I meal prep. I
Do
do the
you?
laundry, wash my sheets, and I do the dishes
That's
as
the
well.
only time you do it.
Only time.
Well, John, when I come over to your house and I
Okay.
push you and your dishwasher's open and you fall and you're stuck up knives and you die,
yeah.
you're going to regret this choice.
Thanks,
Maybe
man.
clip it. I
Yeah,
don't know.
I
Maybe
don't know.
clip that. That could
Because
be
all
something.
the rest of us,
Moving
can gallivant around our house with the dishwashers open and you can push us all you want because we put the blades down and we'll be
That's
fine.
right.
That's
So
right. That's right.
let's just think this, right? Like when you take a shower,
Yeah.
eventually you wash the shower, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
How
but not
often
with the
have
blade
you
on.
washed your dishwasher?
Every time
Those
you
things-
run the dishwasher.
No, there's still stuff that sits at the
I
bottom.
mean,
That's-
you're making
everything
more of
that
a
you've
case
touched-
against dishwashers than
You know you can just run the dishwasher in a cleaning mode and it'll clean. And if you don't like it, you can just get in there.
I don't believe you. I'm choosing not to. I'm 40 and I'm not changing anything.
Don't put anything about dishwashing in your LinkedIn, all right, bud?
Guys, I'm making a LinkedIn.
Gotta make a LinkedIn.
All right, so
Moving on.
moving on. We'll this summer movie lineup is looking insane.
What?
Yeah. We're talking Mortal Kombat 2, The Mandalorian and Grogu,
Grogu.
Supergirl, Spider-Man Brand New Day, Toy Story 5, Masters of the Universe, and more, all dropping within a few months of each other.
Yeah.
So honestly, it feels like every other week there's another massive movie coming out. But here's the question. Which movie has the most pressure to actually deliver? Because some of these could be massive hits and some could completely crash. Derek, what's the one movie on your list you're most hyped for right now?
All right. There's a lot of cool stuff coming out. What is on the list like what's coming out this summer? So we have Mortal Kombat,
Yeah.
Street
2,
Fighter,
Street Fighter,
Yeah.
Superman, Supergirl.
Supergirl, Superman, but a girl. And then, oh man, there's a lot of good stuff. I personally am most excited for Mortal Kombat 2.
That's out.
I know.
Yeah, that's out.
And I got to go see it. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Just haven't had a chance. But I'm excited for that. And I think Supergirl is going to be a really good time. I think people are already deciding they don't like it, but I think it's going to be really good.
She's not attractive enough. Supergirl needs to be attractive. She needs to be one of those
What are you
beautiful women
talking
in
about?
DC Universe.
She's supposed to be a girl.
She could
next
be
door.
more. She
She's
could be more
Australian.
attractive, but I think Miley Alcock.
Yeah, you get two points for that.
Yeah.
She's a 4.
Whoa.
Wow.
Jeez.
Sorry, Millie.
Not attractive
She
enough.
looks a little
All right.
bouncy.
Wow. Wow.
What is happening?
No, we're canceled.
She's fine.
No.
She's just fine.
No.
Yeah, I said a little. I mean, like, I don't think it's a deal breaker. I'd still take her bowling.
How do you know that, Milk Toast? You liar?
Yeah, what if she drops the ball on your foot?
No, it already made its budget back, I think.
All right. Well, those are the two I'm excited for.
All right, Terry, who are you excited for?
Odyssey. Now I'm all in on Odyssey. I am.
Doesn't
That's
come out this summer.
Yes, it does.
No,
Yeah, it
doesn't.
does.
Oh,
Does it?
yeah. Doesn't it come out in July?
Yeah, it comes out this year.
Oh.
Pretty sure.
This summer?
Odyssey come out.
Oh,
July 17th.
I'm sorry.
Yes, this upcoming action film is produced by Syncope and Universal Pictures. I think this is going to be a fantastic movie. It's the only one I'm actually truly excited for. Not to be pretentious, but I think I like I need an annual like serious film where everything was taken seriously about it. That's also like a big blockbuster thing because we've got a lot of people like using a little bit of cheese effect to like justify smaller budget and stuff like that. So I need a big commanding epic.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that's really going to get me excited. I need a reason to go to the theaters because everything else, I'm only going to see it in theaters because of I don't want it to get spoiled. And that's my only way of watching it. If there was a vehicle to watch it same day release at home, I would do that for 90% of movies and just go for the epics. So I'm excited that we actually have a full-scale epic helmed by a master coming out. And I think it looks great. I'm very excited.
DC Green?
I already saw Mortal Kombat 2. Well, maybe we'll talk about it. The only real thing on here that I'm like super excited about, I guess, is Spider-Man. I haven't watched the trailer for it. I know you guys did like a big breakdown on it, and you seem pretty excited for it and stuff. So I'm just hoping, I just like to go in blind and hope that the movie's good. So I'm looking forward to that, and I would say that I'm really looking forward to Street Fighter now. More than I was previously. Although I would say that I was looking
Is that
forward
because
to
you didn't like Mortal Kombat?
Well, I was looking forward to it more than Mortal Kombat because like I just thought that the small trailer that I saw like 6 months ago, I think they did like a first looks trailer that was like a minute or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it just looked like it's going to be super fun. And that's all I'm going to watch going into it. So I haven't seen anything about it since then, and I've forgotten most of that. So by the time that it actually hits theaters, I'll be going in pretty fresh and just hoping to be wowed. But all this other stuff, I mean, like, I'll probably go see Supergirl and the Odyssey, but I won't say that I'm like really. I mean, like, they have all the opportunity to impress me, but I'm not really looking forward to them.
Wait,
I've come down a bit off Superman since it came out. I think that it's more messy than because I initially liked it, but I think it's kind of messy now that I've like reflected on it. And it's just like it's made a lot of choices that universe has to live with, right, going into these next couple movies. True. And so it's got baggage now. So I'm kind of like, and then also the trailer for Supergirl didn't really like excite me that much. So I'm like, I'll still watch it, but I'm not, like I said, ball's in its court, right? It can blow me away, and then I'll be back in. But
did we forget about Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Well, he said Spider-Man.
Yeah, I said Spider-Man. Spider-Man is probably my number one.
Oh, yeah.
Most Spider-Man movies
Spider-Man's
just
my
hit.
number
They're just never bad, really. Even the ones that like I'm not super fond of, which is like the second one where they go with Mysterio.
Yeah, Amazing Spider-Man
MCU?
and Amazing Spider-Man 2, however, are some of my most hated movies. They can go
those
straight
are
to hell.
those are really
terrible.
Tough. But
All the Spider-Man movies.
Aside from those two,
Trash.
Spider-Man stuff is usually hit pretty well. So I have faith that they'll continue it. Although, when we do start getting into this territory of like fourth movie and stuff like that, you wonder if they're outstaying their welcome, because Peter Parker's story culminating with Endgame is kind of great. Well, not culminating with Endgame. Sorry, he had two movies after that, but like the one that he did with the Spider-Mans from the other reality, it's like you could end it there and it would be perfect.
100%.
I thought that was a great send off. So I worry when it's like we're maybe having too much of a good thing.
I totally agree with you on that. That was a great way for him to end his story and on a nice trilogy on a high note. But I'm excited for this though, nonetheless. But I do worry too that maybe they're going to soil that opportunity to send him off right.
Soiled.
All right.
Well,
What are you
pick
excited for,
after
dude?
watching Mortal Kombat this week and seeing a director make a film that clearly knows the fans, because Mortal Kombat was that. It was the best Mortal Kombat movie I've seen. So much meticulous stuff that happened during it, like when you got a woozy guy with the fatality. I liked where they cut the scene real quick when the two fighters, there's a fighter here. The scene that cuts to them right when they start fighting. Mortal Kombat was great. The only thing I didn't like about it was Shao Kahn. He just wasn't as imposing as he normally is in the video.
Really, that guy wasn't imposing?
He was big dude, but like
Martine Ford?
everyone was getting a piece of him.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I didn't like that, but
Yeah, they did some weird things with him. Can I ask, what did you think was more entertaining? Kano's, all the humor derived from Kano, or the action?
I thought Kano was the star of the show, star of the movie.
Okay, see, I think then it's not a good Mortal Kombat movie, because I'm not walking out of the theater saying that the action is the best thing that I've ever seen. It's like, what are we even talking about?
Dude, no, stop. You already expect like action within that movie. It's just an action movie.
Yeah, but it's not the best part. Kano's the best part. And that's two movies in a row where Kano's like the best part of the movie and the action is lackluster.
That scene with Liu Kang, though, throwing up the
Yes,
dragon.
that one scene with Liu Kang and Kung Lao is definitely the best part of the movie, but it's like there's a chasm between that fight scene and like every other fight scene, I feel like.
Yeah. Well, listen, I'm going to move it up real quick, and
Yeah.
I'm just going to say no one is giving it any love, but Masters of the Universe, I'm really excited for.
Defenders of
Masters,
the Earth.
He-Man was the
Jared
first
Leto.
like toy thing I got as a kid.
Yeah.
It was the first cartoon I can remember
Did
watching.
you have the Grayskull like set?
I had the whole.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I had a
Yeah.
ball, baby. I was all in on He-Man, and I'm excited for an interpretation where they put time into this, and I'm just looking forward to that. He's just not big enough. But you guys want to Matthew Lillard? He's in the DCU. I'm going to say this real fast for the sake of time. Who's he going to be playing? Plastic Man. There's no other option. Matthew Lillard.
Oh wow,
perfect
great
Plastic
pick.
Man. Got it off Campia. Wasn't.
Oh, that's a good pick.
But
No, that's what I was thinking when I was reading the notes. He has to be plastic.
That's a
Man.
great
he's
call.
Plastic Man.
Or you go the other way and make him like what is it, the Extendable Man or whatever his name is, the Elastic Man,
Yeah.
Rubber Band Man,
Yeah, like
Elongated
at
Man.
Elongated Man.
first,
Thank
my first thought was like him as a villain, which Plastic Man technically is a thief. But if he's not Plastic Man, he has to be a villain. But I'm like,
Yeah, but think of him smiling. Now I can't unsee it. Think of Matthew Lillard wearing sunglasses and smiling.
I also thought Booster Gold.
That looks just like Eel. God damn it. That's exactly who it is. Who pulled that? Campy? Yeah, that is brilliant. Yeah, Matthew Lillard wearing sunglasses.
How about it? 56
But he's
years
50.
old. Go
He is
ahead, Matt.
56.
crushing it, dude.
Matthew Lillard sunglasses. Let me see him.
I love that he's back.
Speaking of thief, he stole a check in that last Scream film.
Yeah, it did. Good for him
No
too.
business being in that one.
No, not that one. Actually, that one to the left. Not that. Yeah.
What are we looking at?
That ain't bad for Eel. Eel O'Brien is the name of Plastic Man, by the way. Just for you nerds.
All right, guys. So, listen, we'll do a quick rundown, but we asked you guys on Instagram to give us some questions.
Oh boy.
Oh, can I
And-
make my guess for Shaggy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I just want to say I don't really know a lot about like Superman or like Superman characters and stuff. So, and I'm glad you guys didn't guess what I was gonna guess. So I think he might be cast for Sinestro, and I think it's because he seems like a guy who can play a little bit unhinged, and the only thing that's coming out that's not a movie is the Lanterns property, and it seems like he's getting cast kind of late into the game. So I thought that maybe this could be a way that they tie like the larger DCU movies into the like Lantern show that they're doing.
I think he's a little old for Plastic Man. I could see where you're coming from there.
But Plastic Man is old. He has a son. He has a full-grown son.
Yeah. Plastic Boy.
All right.
All right.
That's a good pick. I like that one.
I love Matthew Lillard though.
But it's
Put him in
gotta be
anything,
Plastic
I'll
Man,
watch it.
right? All right, guys. So we're trying something new tonight. We asked our Instagram followers to send us completely random questions. And some of you absolutely abused that privilege. So now we're going to read them live and answer them on the spot with zero preparation. This could get dangerous fast. Some of these are nerdy, some are philosophical, and some make us genuinely question the internet. So, yeah, I'll just get to the first question. Noah, you want to scroll down to it? All right, so the first question, Derek, we'll start with you. We'll just quick answers.
This is
Derek, do you sit or stand to wipe?
you gotta sit. Only a monster would stand to wipe.
Terry.
A monster lurks amongst you.
No! Are you serious?
Absolutely.
Ew. Why? Why
Now,
would you? There's no need.
This might
It
be
depends.
The
What
best.
do you mean it depends? Did you shit up your back?
It depends how tall the doors are and sides are.
No.
When I stand up, I'm clearly a full head over.
Why are you
I
standing
will not
straight up
stand.
and clenching your cheeks
I
back
will
together?
not stand.
and
You're
pushing
not
around?
wiping then.
You're
At that
not
point, you're not
wiping.
wiping.
Your cheeks,
How
if you're
dare
standing,
you.
your cheeks are squished back in. You're
Yeah.
squishing poo around.
I'm not squishing no boo around.
What are
I'm
you doing?
I'm doing a wide leg stance. Stand. And then I'm taking care of business.
Why?
Because
Why
I
are you-
like to be standing. I hate this world.
How much room do you need to clean your ass in there?
Clearly more than you'd think.
All you got to do is just a little lean, a little wipe.
No, lean and wipe. Like I got
Yeah.
these giant hams over here.
No,
I
you
can't
don't.
Get around
They're
them.
not that big.
It's a great ham.
Yeah, dude, you just
No.
roll to one cheek, do your
Yeah.
business, and then you roll back down.
Who wants to sit like this?
doesn't take that long.
Like, what are we doing?
doesn't
Let me
take that
wipe
long.
my ass. Excuse me.
Who stands up?
No,
Why?
no one stands
You're
up.
a
Like a
psychopath.
man.
DC
You're
Green,
getting
do you want in on
enlightened
this
right
question?
Yeah, I'm getting enlightened right now. I didn't think that anybody at the table was going to answer sit. I thought fucking only
Yeah!
psychopaths sit. That's crazy. I'm glad that you specified that you you lean and get a cheek up. I thought that for a second, you just because when I imagine that, I'm like, you're completely like cheeks on seat trying to wipe.
No,
and
that's
I'm like,
impossible.
Well,
Well, you put the cheek. You put the cheek on the seat,
gotta go
and
cheek
then you
up.
go when you twist.
cheek up.
When you twist, it stretches the hole so that you
Yeah,
can
you
get,
can get in
proper
there.
wiping.
No.
And no touching has to
No.
occur.
There's
Yeah.
no way you're getting a full
Interesting.
wipe with a sit and wipe. Standing up, you get the whole crevice every time.
Turn yourself up now.
Y'all
Turn
got-
yourself up now.
No, you get that
Y'all
sitting,
got
you
dirty
spread.
holes.
Your cheek naturally spreads when you do this lean, and it's perfect.
The lean is unnatural. Why would I lean?
You're not leaning like that.
Easy, Jerry
No,
Seinfeld. What's the deal with the lean?
All
I
right,
would
well,
never
listen.
lean. You gotta stand
stand
up.
Next question.
Next question.
is so
This is a house divided.
going to Star Wars.
This is
Does
Like my
Chewbacca have a regular dick or a red rocket?
Dude,
Derek.
Chewbacca's got a red rocket. He's got a tube of lipstick down there.
Yeah, the answer is it's both. It's a red rocket, but with a regular penis where the rocket would typically come out. So there's a fur satchel, and then a regular ass man penis comes out of the fur satchel.
Like Alien? Like a Nintenbros?
Yes, it has a little mouth with a little penis inside it.
I hate this. Next.
Why did we discuss alien
DC
penis?
Green, red
That's a much
rocket?
more interesting penis.
No, that wasn't the question.
I always assumed he didn't have one because the force to shoot the bowcaster is so severe that you can't have genitals to wield.
Nah, dude, with
John?
that deep ass voice, man, he's definitely got balls. He's
The-
not
the-
fixed or anything.
The females have the same voice.
I think he has since he's kind of like a hybrid. I think he has a hybrid cock. Like it's a combination.
That's what I said.
It's something we've never seen before.
It's beautiful.
Oh, man.
All right, so next question. We'll
You
skip
know that
number.
thing
We'll
stinks.
skip number 3. So we'll just go to why aren't movie soundtracks a thing anymore?
Well, I mean,
What are you talking
they
about?
are. They're still a thing, but they're not as a big deal anymore, I guess. Because I remember back in the day, it'd be like, oh, get the motion soundtrack from blah, blah, blah.
Featuring
Top
original
Gun.
music from 3 Doors Down.
Yeah, I don't. It's not as popular anymore. And
You know what? Terry brought up Oppenheimer earlier. Dude, every sequence in Oppenheimer has music that just sends it down your spine.
Yes, but it's not a soundtrack.
Oh, I see your point.
So there's scores and there's
Wow.
soundtracks. We're saying soundtracks, but I also am much more in favor of a score. I don't like needle drops at all. I like pure orchestra in my films.
DC
I'm
Green.
gonna say one of the few compliments that I can give to Interstellar is the score is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Power of love, bro.
I don't know why they don't do it anymore. Maybe it got ruined by the Suicide Squad, which someone mentioned earlier. That movie literally had a song every 45 seconds or something like that in the beginning when they're
Yeah.
introducing all the characters.
I mean,
And I think that they might have played all the music ever intended for movies in that one movie, and now they can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
I would also argue maybe music isn't just as great. I don't know. Maybe
Yeah,
it's
for
not.
sure.
The movies that are coming out now don't have a modern music scene to pull good stuff from. It's not as creative.
Yeah.
And no offense, they're for trailers. You know, the
I mean,
trailers is
Guardians
where
does a
you do
great job with
soundtrack.
it.
You know,
One counterpoint: Invincible needle drops are like.
Ah,
unreal
yeah.
good.
The Slayer needle
yeah,
drop.
whoever their music
Tom
person
Tom.
is, like he's
Mm.
really plugged into what the
It's gotta
kids
be
like.
Seth. I think it's just Seth.
Nah, Seth's too high, bro.
Yeah, he's got the good music because he's high.
Oh, that's what
I
that
can
is.
remember. Speaking of Mother's Day, my mom would clean on Sundays listening to the Top Gun soundtrack.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
There we go,
Our
Mom.
house was fucking clean and patriotic.
Shout out Mrs. Gaines.
There's a lot of Danger Zone.
All right.
A lot of Danger Zone.
All
All right, so
That's what they call
Uh,
my bedroom. Don't touch
what do we
my
got?
socks.
we got number 5, Noah. When will
You
there be
stand
a
to change
smut
yourself.
segment,
No.
like the smut books?
Mm.
No.
No,
No.
Terry.
I don't think it's for us. I think we would have to have some sort of smut lady on the show to do that. I also like if we're talking about lady smut, where they're like reading about fairies and stuff, like having sex with each other and whatnot. The problem with them isn't that that they're sexy. It's that they're bad. They're
Yeah.
really, really bad. I don't respect them as a medium.
Yeah.
Like,
Just read
put a little
Berserk.
passion.
Just read Berserk.
DC Green, you read the smut books? The fairy sex books?
No, not really. I mean,
The werewolf grabbed me
I've
with
seen
his
some
red
cool
rocket.
stuff generated with AI nowadays, though.
That's true. All right, so
I'd read Chewbacca
Phil-
smut.
buddy from the show, Phil, you guys all know him. He wrote, how about just a segment on Anne Hathaway? He would stay up late for that.
Well, are you here, Phil?
Phil, I tell you, some of the best legs in Hollywood.
Whoa.
Great acting chops.
Whoa.
I mean, Terry, would you agree?
She's a smoke show, but Catwoman Anne Hathaway is different than regular Anne Hathaway. I have found, like, there are some women who transcend the world of like age or like looking matronly and just look like sleek and sexy forever. Anne Hathaway's not one of those people.
That's not true. She was
you were
Catwoman.
going
She's
other
got
way.
it in her.
That's more than 10 years ago, bud.
She can pull that out.
She
anytime.
can't. It ends.
You listening to how I'm saying things?
Yes. Very aggressive. Muscle creeps.
Next question.
Next question. All right. So here's a cool one, Derek. Or DC Green, we'll start with you since you have, I don't know if you work out. Do you work out?
I used to work out pretty frequently, but
All right. Well,
now I'm a cartoon avatar, so
with your
I don't need to. I
experience,
can
we'll
just turn it on
All right. Well, I would say, what's the most underrated lift in the gym?
like this.
Hey, yeah.
God, I don't know. I never really did anything that I think is like out of the ordinary. I stuck to pretty standard stuff. I like a good like tricep rope pull down.
Hey, boy.
That's a good one. That's
a great one.
Sick. What do you guys have one?
Go ahead.
Sure. Underrated weighted pull-ups. I would not train your arms at all. I would just try and get to the point where you can do weighted pull-ups. You put a bunch of mass on your arms just from that. Your back will also get large, and there's no better feeling than like doing a pull-up with a 45-pound plate around your waist, and it doesn't take that long to do. It really takes probably like 6 weeks, 4 to 6 weeks of doing that, maybe like twice a week, and you'll be pulling a whole plate, and it feels good, but also it's just like, for me, it was a massive mass builder on my arms.
Derek, real quick, you have one?
I have, I would say, an accessory to a workout that I think's underrated. A lot of people don't do. Whenever I'm training my arms a lot, I'll do forearm curls and roll the weights with me, like squeeze very hard to get my forearm involved. I feel like a lot of people forget about that.
That's a good point.
And forget like how strong your forearm is and how much it can help with your other lifts.
Yeah.
As an accessory muscle. So I like to do that if I'm doing like preacher curls. When I'm doing a rep out, I extend all the way down, kind of roll out and roll all the way back up. And it makes a huge difference.
I like that. I would say real quick, like a decline bench.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't train that. Let me tell you something. If a lot of times when we do incline, when you do flat, you become delt dominant. So your body always wants to go to the path of least resistance, and it's just easier for us to just push with our delts as opposed to our chest. And if you do a decline press, you go down, you're leading with the muscle you're trying to train. So it really does take your shoulders out. You can build chest really nice.
Yeah.
You can build a nice shelf with decline bench.
I used to only do incline and decline and not do flat.
DC Green, you need to
I
come
don't
to
know if that's a
Philly.
good
I'll
idea.
get you. You'll turn into that avatar, brother. But
It's true.
So the next question is, who's the biggest diva? Derek.
Terry.
Terry.
What are we talking about right now? I am not a diva and have never been.
What?
I am
Have you been out with
no
yourself in
man's
public
diva.
ever?
Yes, I'm so fun.
I've watched you scream because you didn't get attention.
That is not true. Do not paint me like one of your whores.
You are one of my whores.
I'm the
You-
greatest of your whores. I am king of the whore.
He lashes out when he doesn't get attention.
True.
All right, let's all play a game.
13 drinks in. Leave me alone.
This has happened multiple times. Listen, what we're going to do is we're going to go out. We're going to go out and we're going to ignore Terry. Watch what happens within
Stop.
5 minutes
I am not
of
Randy.
ignoring Terry.
Stop it. I am
No,
not
you're
that.
worse.
No, I am not a diva.
Listen to this
I'm not a diva.
next.
DC Green, do you have a choice?
I am bitching about the lighting all the time. And I did it.
I mean, I think I would say that like as an average, it's probably Terry, but there are some
God
times,
damn it.
John, where I see you getting like really
chat.
heated about stuff, and I think you have like a higher peak if people can get you there.
Yeah, I could go Super Saiyan. Real
Did
fast.
I have
Yeah.
goddamn rants? Yes.
Oh, so now you want to be a diva?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Terry's not. Now he's being a diva about not being a diva.
Look at him.
This is not diva behavior. I'm just upset by the fact that Angela Baker's in here.
Yeah.
The candlestick.
I've watched
maker.
you walk into a bar and go, Terry's here, everybody.
Yeah. And what happened?
Everyone groans.
Everyone loved it. And they put me on their shoulders and they carried me out into the street and threw me.
Those were the cops, and they were kicking you out.
I know. Actually, Derek has saved my ass more times than I can count.
It's getting old. It's getting old, is all I'm saying.
Shout out to your
That's on a diva.
Make sure you get a local bartender that you trust. They will protect you all the time. Derek is a great local bartender because he cuts me off at an appropriate time and physically has brought me out of a bar instead of a bouncer. And I think that's a swell pal.
Yeah, I'm getting tired of your shit.
Alcoholism.
Love you.
All right, real quick, we'll say
We
talk
sponsor you.
about men in the dating world. What's actually going on right now? Go ahead, Terry.
Fuck.
You threw a gay joke in the middle of that? I didn't even
No.
look.
No.
Wait, talking about men in the dating world, what's actually going on? I mean, a lot. Here's what's going on. Some of us are having the time of our lives. So kids at home, here's what I want you to remember. If you're ever sad about being lonely in your 20s and, you don't understand why you just can't get anyone to go out with you, just wait till you're 35. They all show up when you're 35, apparently, and it's fantastic. I'm having a great time. There's some ladies on these sites that are
Russian?
reasonable priced.
What's
Scandinavian.
No,
Always available.
cut away? Cut away. Cut away.
No, I think a lot of the younger guys today, from my experience, like, hey, they're not cutting the mustard.
No,
They're
women
not-
have gotten better.
They're not chivalrous anymore. They don't open the door for the lady. They don't pay for the dinners that
Yeah.
I take them on, but Terry doesn't take them on any dinners.
Almost never.
I think
You go for drinks. You have 2 of them. Then you leave.
no. I think you do.
Better mortgage those 2 drinks.
It depends. I think
Better
you feel the
mortgage those
vibe.
2
I
drinks.
think you feel the
Right now.
vibe. You feel the vibe.
Yeah, you do feel the vibe. One of us is spending way too much money on his dates, and the other one is having a great time with
believe in-
successful women.
Feeding all of the attractive women in Philadelphia.
You don't have to. A lot of them are successful and
Hold the door for women. And
No.
women be nice to men.
Shut the
and everyone
goddamn
just
door.
get along.
Nope, everyone's equal.
Next
Fuck
question.
it.
Next question. Which big screen Batman was closest to the 90s Batman comics?
Ooh.
DC Green, do you have a pick?
I'm not the guy to ask for this.
Derek?
I don't know.
Blah, 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 blah.
This will be the last question. Terry, were you okay to do the Nintenbros? It's not.
Yeah, we can do it.
Big screen Batman closest to the comics, Clooney Batman. He's got the most insane gadgets the whole time. He's equipped for everything, no matter how ridiculous it is.
I had a
That's
tough
good
time
take.
thinking about
That's
this
a good
one.
take.
I'm not saying because he's a great Batman.
I
I'm
have
just
to-
saying he's got the utility belt.
So this is very interestingly structured because it says 90s and 89 is when both Batman and Frank Miller's, Frank Miller's Year One came out. And the closest to the 1989 Year One Batman is Christian Bale because Batman Begins is largely based on Batman Year One as far as the persona of the character and meeting Falcone and whatnot. So if I can cheat and say 1989's Batman Year One, that comic related to Christopher Nolan's, that's the closest one that I've ever seen.
I didn't think about that at all. That's a great pick, but I'm gonna go with the other one that you said, Frank Miller's The Dark Knight Rises, Returns.
Mhm.
Ben Affleck.
Absolutely.
His big screen
Yeah, that's a good
Batman
one.
in Batman vs Superman was very close to that comic book version.
Nearly perfect.
That was a great pick, Terry.
Thank you.
So let's go to
Okay. Wait, can
Go
we
to
do
the-
the taco question?
sure.
It's number.
And we'll
Let's
just
keep going down.
we'll
13.
cover more
Right
next.
there.
Whatever we didn't get
Yeah.
to, we'll just do next week.
Yeah, we'll keep this as a series.
Yeah. What would you rather eat? One $100 taco or 100 $1 tacos, DC Green?
Okay, so I read this in advance, so I thought about it for a bit, and I think it's pretty hard. I think it's pretty hard to go wrong with $101 tacos. But
Yeah,
if the taco that I'm paying $100 to eat is Anne Hathaway's taco,
Oh,
Oh,
I'm all in, baby.
Odyssey Green, my guy.
Derek, I know you got a good answer here.
First guest on Muscle Creeps.
Gentlemen, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Have you ever experienced life moss?
Yes, I have.
Have you ever been Have you ever been 20 years old and broke?
Yeah.
We're doing it.
Have you ever had a great night with your friends? You need to end it on a high note and fill up your belly.
Yeah.
There's a way to do that, my friend. Oh, you'll kill. We are gonna live moss. We're going to Taco Bell.
Yeah,
I'm
we
getting
are.
a big box of tacos. I'm a soft shell kind of guy, personally.
know.
But either way, whatever you're into, babe.
I'm
But
doing a shout out.
100
Gotta do what you
$1 tacos, because I know the quality of taco I'm getting for that dollar. I know what I'm there for. It's strictly business. I need taco in my belly. Take my money. Give me the giant box of cheap tacos. I'm going in. I'm going to feel miserable when I'm done the next day. I'm going to be sweating on the Stairmaster. I'm smelling like just every flavor of salsa, and it doesn't matter.
Well, Derek,
Noah?
we know that if you
I'm
eat
doing
$100
a-
$1 tacos, you know how to wipe properly because you're going to be shitting a lot.
Oh, baby. I'm
You
going
know
to be
who's
Like
leaning.
3 times.
You know who shouldn't be eating $100 $1 tacos? Terry.
There might be the taco guy
underwear.
up there. I got to
His-
reach up to him. and grab a taco, man. That's why you want to stand. You can do business up there.
Well,
with
bathroom
Terry and I will be
what's down
standing,
there.
eating,
There's
and
no
pooping at
business
the
to be
same
had
time.
up there.
Let me
Mission.
explain something. If I had the power to eat 100 tacos, I feel that I would be king. So I want that power. That is why I want the $100 tacos, because if I am capable of eating 100 tacos, I do deserve some land as well as a dog,
And a bidet.
because that would be amazing. To the point where, Noah, I think we should start having Muscle Geeks mukbangs. And
Oh.
Derek will do them.
yeah.
Yeah.
Good job, Derek.
Yeah.
I think
did it.
We will give you a bunch of tacos. You will eat them on camera. That will be the ad.
Deal.
No graphics.
Shout out to local Philly taco place, Loco Pez. They do $1 taco night, and it's Mexican street tacos.
Love
And they
Loco
have
Pez.
9
Where's
different
Listen.
tacos. They give you shrimp tacos. They give you carne asada. They give you pollo asada. They give you everything you could
It's
dream of
too
for $1
fancy.
per taco.
I heard
No,
shit
dude,
talk.
their brunch is fantastic too.
Listen,
So
I
good.
already know what a $1 taco tastes like.
Yeah,
I
baby.
don't know what a $100 taco tastes like. So just for the sake of intrigue
Now that you're
and
in the
wonder,
league.
now yeah, guys, I got to start a fucking LinkedIn to go on a rich person dating website that I'm not even rich. But yeah, I want to know what a $100 taco tastes like, and I'll just leave all the Muscle Geeks After Dark jokes for them. to
So you'd
just
also go
reminisce.
get that super expensive cheeseburger. There's like a $200 cheeseburger.
I want to know what it's like.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
They put gold. You can't slap gold leaf on food and charge someone too much money for it because it's fancy. It's like truffle fries or anything else.
Yeah.
You're just putting shitty oil over top of the stuff. It doesn't taste any better. Oh, you put Goldschlager all over my cheeseburger. Now I have to pay $100 so my turds have gold flakes the next day. I don't care about that. Way too much money for that shit.
Derek, you're eating tacos all next episode.
I'll do it. Put them in front of me, baby.
Just the close up.
I don't know. I have to work out before I do that. There's no way I'll make it to the gym
I want
after
a
100
mouth close
tacos.
up on Derek.
We could put a counter in the
Oh.
corner of the screen.
He's slowing
Oh,
down,
God, yeah.
folks.
I'd love to.
Noah, do you want to hit
I'll
the
do it.
Nintenbros? Thanks, dude.
Send tacos to Young Chunk Studios.
That guy knows how to make a taco.
Alan's got the Triforce, we got the mic. Pac-Man, Chomp, and Beast, y'all that's
That
tight.
sounds great.
The Nintenbros are here to say we rock the mic in a retro way. From the Muscle Geeks to the arcade hall. Press start, we're taking off.
All right, guys.
Hard cut.
So the Nintendo just dropped a trailer for a new Star Fox remake for the Switch 2.
Yeah.
Fans are losing it. These two are definitely.
Ah!
For a lot of people, Star Fox 64 is one of the most
Where'd it go? I
nostalgic
lost
games
it.
ever. But here's the question: do we actually want a remake, or should Nintendo have made a completely brand new Star Fox game? Terry, what was your first reaction to the trailer?
Beautiful, exciting, professional, adult, wonderful, proper. I loved this trailer. I loved that it was the intro from the original game, except they were like, we're making a Star Wars. And they do a Star Wars intro to start it. And then the 3 R-Wings come over, and then the 4th one a little behind because it's Slippy. And then they reveal the characters, and the characters look awesome. I like the more animalistic proportions. I like that it looks like the original puppets. I think they nailed it. Again, the internet is wrong. These look amazing. It looks like someone took them very, very serious. And the point of taking them serious is because Star Fox, the Star Fox comics, as well as the Star Fox games, are quite serious. So it's nice that they're letting these characters be appropriately built and don't look goofy or anything like that. You know, like Slippy is a toad. He looks like a toad. But where they really knock it out of the park, thanks, Noah, for bringing that up. But I'm going to give you another one. Where they knocked it out of the park was Pigma. I was not ready for Pigma to look like that. And and it's in the trailer, for the, deceptive, manipulative, evil, you got to show the new Pigma. There he is. Look at that right there. That
Makes
is
sense.
villainous. It looks gorgeous. So I'm so excited about this, and I'm so excited that they went to you're having the toughest time, dude. I like that they're more animalistic and that some of the animals look cruel and look sinister, and they play the bad guys because that helps with your brain to like facilitate that. But I like what they chose to do with this. I think it looks great. I also will say the Star Fox 64 throwback, this is actually a good move because they're adding lore and cutscenes, and it has been 30 years, almost 30 years since Star Fox 64. People don't, and they keep remaking Star Fox 64. I know that's a criticism because Star Fox Zero was also a remake, and they're just retelling the Lilat Wars. But you got to get people in like we were in back in 1998, and then immediately fast track a sequel. You got to get the next one of these out in less than 2 years. So just use the same engine. Give us Star Fox 64. We'll let us wet our beaks. We all love it. We're going to play it for sure.
Oh, yeah.
On 8-Bit Beef.
For sure.
Beef.
And but I also mean our generation is definitely going to play it. But I think they're going to get the younger people too. And you need a new breed of Star Fox fans who are getting the same story that we got, that we fell in love with. That is the key to Star Fox, because Star Fox is what Star Wars wishes it was.
Yeah.
Star Wars should have done this. Tell the same story to get people involved from the next generation. Just up everything and make it look great, and you will get those new fans. We're showing up again because we want to see all the fun changes and whatnot, and you go right into a sequel. This is a game franchise that is going to get a movie. That is coming down the pipeline. So it is time to pump out probably 3 of these in the next 6 years.
DC Green, I know you're a fan, right?
Oh yeah, man, I actually had a conversation with my brother a week ago, and we did our top 10 favorite video games of all time, and Star Fox was on my list at number 10 for a bit until I bumped it off for something else that I think is more modern, that does the Star Fox experience, just not limited by the N64 engine, but it's one of the greatest games of all time in my opinion.
Which
I
one's
probably
that?
won't play. I'm saying Star Fox 64 is one of the greatest games of all time, but one of the modern games I think that has come out recently that I think gives you that same experience, but just with more depth, is called Armored Core 6.
Oh, I've heard of
Fires
that.
of Rubicon
I never played
by
it,
From-
but
yeah, it's made by the guys that do Dark Souls, and it's like a mecha game, but the levels are very linear. They're not exactly on rails, but it gives you that same kind of sci-fi experience. And then when you're in between the levels, you get to like customize your mech and do all this stuff that, you don't get to do in Star Fox. So I think it provides like a very similar kind of experience in fantasy, but it's just like updated and more modern and things like that. So I bumped it off for that reasons, but it was killing one of my darlings to do it. Don't get me wrong.
I can't wait to play it.
I probably won't play this because I don't have a Switch 2 and I don't plan to get one, but I'm happy for everybody that's going to get to play it because, yeah, this game is incredible. The remake looks really good. And I think that just remaking the original game that everyone likes is probably a good idea. They for whatever reason, they take way too many weird creative liberties when they try and do other things with Star Fox. And if they're really getting serious about gearing it up to be a Hallmark Nintendo franchise like Terry is proposing, then I think that this is the safe bet. And I think it's a good way for them to also kind of test the waters to see if the audience is there. Because the Mario movie, as of right now, I don't know if it's going to make over $1 billion. So it's, arguably going to do worse than the last one. So, and I don't think that's because like Star Fox is in it or anything like that. But I think that means that Star Fox isn't as big of a draw, right? To kind of help boost it up over the gross of the original movie. So I think it's smart of them to kind of test the waters first with this. And then, if this is all that they make, it's like, is anyone really going to be upset that they remade a beloved game for the modern day? And it looks very, they took it very seriously in terms of updating the graphics and adding all the cinematics and stuff like that. And the cinematics, awesome. So, I'm happy for everybody, but I'm probably not going to play this. Unfortunately, I'm just like a strict PC guy mostly now.
Tell you what, man, DC Green doesn't hate movies, or excuse me, DC Green. I screwed it up. He doesn't hate video games.
Sick.
He likes He
Play the music.
games. He hates them. But listen, I would wonder, like with mech suits,
Yeah.
would you rather have a mech suit or have a Terminator body?
Mech suit.
Well, wait a minute. Terminator body with my sentience?
Yeah, T800, but your brain's inside.
Okay.
And we'll
I
just
would-
say, for the sake of everything, you got a penis, and it works.
Okay, great. Didn't need it, but that's fine.
I think that matters.
All I care about is I'm going to terminate or stand up to wipe.
You're not pooping
I'm going
anymore.
to terminate this
No more
paper. There you go. Perfect thing. No, you want the T800 because you can be the T800 inside a mech suit. Whereas if you're in the mech suit, you're just
Oh,
a
that's
guy
not-
in a mech
that's
suit.
Yeah.
That's not one of them.
Eventually, a mech suit might be made, and then me, Terminator, can get in.
What do you think, Derek? What do you think about this game?
This game,
Yeah.
I'm so glad you asked. I think this is a brilliant move. I think it's very smart.
Brilliant.
Brilliant! But what they're doing here is they're being very smart. They have a Legend of Zelda movie coming out, just getting all the hype
How did this
And then-
become Zelda?
because it runs together. Listen, so what do? Ocarina of Time remake. It's going to sell a bunch of Switch 2s. Then what do? They put Star Fox into Super Mario Galaxy, and they make them look super cool. The intro's awesome. That little like 80s style anime thing they do, showing the team is cool, and he kicks ass in the movie. And there's a lot of younger kids that haven't had a chance to play this game. So like you both said, this is their chance to jump into this storyline. I guess this is the 4th time it's been done, and they should get more creative, but this is the way to get more creative.
Yeah.
Go back to the source, what's good. Now we can expand upon it. Better graphics, more story, more cutscenes, more
Papa
levels.
John's.
They're going to do it better, and it's going to be a lot of fun for everybody. So they're going to get us old heads back in, and these young kids that just discovered Star Fox in this movie are going to get a chance to experience this for the first time.
Mhm.
So I think it's very smart. It's a good way to sell the Switch too, and I think it's going to set off a bunch of games. The only thing I'm not particularly stoked about is the style of the characters. I don't hate it. I'm not like the internet. It's like, oh my God, it looks terrible. I think it's beautiful. My God, they're showing what the Switch 2's engine can do, and these guys look phenomenal. I think they're maybe a little too, like they might have like turned the dial to 11 on the animal style for this, and they could have
Slippy.
taken
Slippy
a,
looks weird.
Slippy looks a little weird.
Looks like a frog.
Yeah.
Fox
It-
looks a little too scruffed up.
That's what a fox looks like.
I know shit.
I like Fox, Peppy, and Falco. I think
But-
Slippy, his head is a little too
The
wide and
legs-
too
But he's
For
supposed
flat.
to
Falco.
be like you dumb little engineer boy.
Yeah.
Which is
Well,
Which
hilarious.
I
I think
love
it's
that
a
he made
girl.
fun of them on
Slippy is
in
not a
Galaxy too. He's like, "What's what I get for making a frog my engineer?" When he was just like going through the black hole. It makes-
Slippy is not a girl. There is
He's
a
not?
game
Okay.
called Star
He's not?
Fox Assault. No, there's a Game Boy Advance. I think it's a Game Boy Advance or Game Boy Color game where Slippy gets a wife later on. So I know Slippy
Okay.
is canonically male.
Slippy's a lesbian.
Either way, I would like his
Yeah.
head to be a little less flat. I think it looks weird because
Can't
it's kind of
frogs do
too
both?
flat.
But
And a little
anyway,
padding under the eyes.
You can also do both.
you do whatever you want. It's America. But I think overall, this looks like a 10 out of 10, and I cannot wait to play it with my good pal Terry on 8-Bit Beef at
It's
Young Jump
nice.
Studios, a Muscle Geeks production.
I would
Ooh,
just say I would
beef's
prefer
done.
the T800 just because as long as you can as long as you can
We're
replace,
back.
as
Okay.
long as you can repair my skin. Like I don't want to like get in a motorcycle
Yeah.
accident, God forbid, and then like you just got shiny metal.
Yeah, you can
going
repair
right
skin.
down my
Yeah,
arm.
human
Well,
tissue
as long as
over
I have
metal
that, because if
endoskeleton.
I'm in present time, there's no Skynet yet, so then I can't be.
Would you
I
like do
can't
this
be
to kids? Like
repaired.
take your knife and just like start doing the thing where you like.
As
shove
long
it
as
up?
they can repair it.
Do you think there's a
I do that at a bar.
Do you think there's a
Press
gay
delete.
Terminator dating app called Guynet?
Yes.
Thank you.
Well,
There's
good
plenty-
show,
there's
guys.
plenty
But I'll
meat
just
on
do
that.
that. Just because the mech suit.
You need
that's-
a LinkedIn to get on it though.
Well, I won't join it. All right, guys. So DC Green, thanks a lot for coming on, brother.
Yeah, Green Machine.
Hey man, thanks for having me.
You gonna
This is
come on
awesome.
again sometime?
I'd love to.
All right.
Yeah,
brother.
Yeah,
great job,
let's
man.
do it, brother.
So much. Do you want to say one more time your TikTok?
Plug away.
Hit him with the talk.
Oh, sure. Yeah. It's at DC Green Hates Movies. And you can find me there. I've been streaming games and stuff. My follower base is a little mixed right now. I have it's like half people that like my horrible takes on media and half people that like watching me lose games of Slay the Spire. So if you like either of those things, I do stream from time to time. Yeah, I'll have you know that I'm such a good TikTok creator that I unlocked live streaming at like 40 followers. So get back.
Hey.
And, yeah, so you can catch me live
Kids
every now and
talking.
then from time to time. And,
Good
yeah.
shit.
How about you,
Nice,
Derek?
man. You can find me at DerekBakerSealCoating.com for all of your asphalt needs, whether it's sealing, crack filling, line painting, pothole repair, oil spills. I got your back. And you can find my journey to becoming Omni-Man at Symbolic 51 if you want to just see the same stupid gym selfie once a week.
Terry?
Follow me on 8-Bit Beef. Follow the 8-Bit Beef channel so that we can make Derek start posting a little more often.
Yeah, follow us.
But yes, follow us on 8-Bit Beef. We're having a good time. There's 2 games being played simultaneously. I might start a third, but we will see. But yeah, follow us there for now, and then always, like and subscribe to Young Junks. I don't mind if you watch it on the Muscle Geeks Network at all. I think it's a great move, but go ahead over to Young Junk and show your support.
Do it.
And anyone that's in the chat still, if Milk Toast, if you're still in there, do us a favor, give us a like on this stream.
Give it a goog.
And thanks again to DC Green. Thanks again
Can I say
for
one more thing?
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
If I get elbow in here real quick. I do have a YouTube channel at the same handle at DC Green Hates Movies. And if anyone's interested, I did make a 2 hours Predator Badlands review. I don't
Nice.
think anybody should listen to it, but if that's something that you want to experience, just somebody bitching about that movie for 2 hours, I did it. And I even edited it. It's pretty nice.
Nice.
Down the 2 hours.
Yeah, that's actually why I made my TikTok, because I made the 2-hour video and obviously nobody's watching it. And I was like, well, dude, I actually did like some pretty funny stuff in it. So I started clipping it to TikTok to try and funnel people to the YouTube, but it doesn't really, the audiences don't really cross pollinate that way. So, but my TikTok content was like well responded to. So I kind of pivoted to that full time. But my channel is still home of where you'll find that, because I obviously can't upload it to TikTok. Well, I mean, I guess I could, but I haven't.
Hell yeah, man. All right, well, DC Green, I didn't know you had a YouTube. I'm sorry, man. I just found it on the
No,
TikToker.
that's okay.
But,
I don't really advertise it. So sorry.
We'll find him on that. And then Noah, thank you for being the best producer.
Thanks,
All right.
Noah.
And
That was good.
we are going to Philly Comic-Con in 2 weeks.
Fan Expo.
And if you guys are there, like us, subscribe. Just like us if you're not there. But we'll see you guys next week. Have a great.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah.
Love you.